everybody, and welcome to the Business Balance in Bloom with Oli KB. I'm so glad you're here today because today we are talking about something many of us feel but rarely say out loud. Boundaries and balance, protecting your peace while still pursuing purpose. Let's be real, you cannot be your best self when you're constantly running on empty. You cannot hear God clearly if your heart is noisy and overwhelmed. Yeah, you can't also create with grace if you're stretched in 1,000 directions. And you cannot keep saying yes to everything. Yes, you can't keep saying yes to everything and expect your soul to stay calm. Some of us are tired not because the assignment is too heavy, but because we haven't created space to breathe. Yeah, we are tired because we've been carrying expectations, we've been carrying obligations and responsibilities that God never asked us to carry. So today we are shifting that. We are shifting that today. We are choosing peace over pressure. We are choosing clarity over chaos. We are choosing purpose over people pleasing. Today we draw the line. We draw the line. Not to push people away. No, we're not pushing people away, but to protect the woman God is shaping inside of us. Yes, to protect that woman God is shaping inside of you. Let me start with a truth that changed my life. You teach people how to treat you by what you allow. What are you allowing into your life? So what you allow is what determines how people treat you. That's what I mean by you teach people how to treat you by what you allow. By what you allow into your life, by what you allow them to do to you. So many of us are overwhelmed, not because we are weak, not because our dreams are too big, not because the assignment is too heavy, no, but because we haven't clearly drawn any line. That's because we haven't clearly drawn any line. And when there are no lines, people will step anywhere. Anywhere. People will treat you anyhow. They will step anywhere because you have not drawn the line. The truth is, boundaries protect your energy. It protects your energy so you stop pouring into what drains you. What is that thing that is draining you that you're pouring into? That is what boundary will help you with. It's going to help you. Boundary protects your focus so you can stay committed to what God actually told you to do. Boundary protects your assignment. What's that assignment that you're meant to do? Boundary protects it because purpose needs space to breathe. Boundary also protects your emotional and mental health. The part of you that nobody see, that part of you that nobody see, but everything depends on. Boundary protect it. When you don't have boundaries, everything feels urgent. Everything feels urgent because there's no boundaries. And when you do have boundaries, everything becomes clearer. We all want everything to stop to become clearer. So you stop rushing. You want everything to become clearer. You stop rushing. You stop reacting. You start living with intention. So before boundary break loudly, they whisper quietly. They always whisper quietly. It's up to you if you want to listen to that whisper. So here are some silent indicators that your boundaries are leaking. If you are always tired physically, mentally, or emotionally, not just busy but drained. Another one is you feel guilty every time you say no to someone. You're always guilty. Even when the no is needed, you're still guilty. Or you are available. Maybe you're always available for everything, for everyone except yourself. You are available for every other thing, but you're not available for yourself. You show up for people, but never have time to refill. Another one is maybe you feel resentful toward people who keep asking for more. Not because they are draining, not because they are demanding, but because you keep giving from an empty place. Because you have not refilled. So you are giving from an empty space. So you keep on, you feel resentful. Another one is maybe you are constantly multitasking just to survive the day. No rhymes, no flow, just pressure. Yeah. Another one is your peace disappear easily. A small test, a small request, a comment, and boom, the whole mood shifts. No. So another one is your creativity is blocked. When you notice your creativity is blocked because exhaustion suffocates inspiration, then that means boundary is leaking. So why this sign starts showing up? It's your soul trying to speak. It says, I need space, I need order, I need rest. And honoring that voice is the beginning of all the boundaries. So boundaries are not just about saying no. No, they are about honoring what God has trusted you with. Boundaries are about honoring what God has trusted you with. They touch every part of your life. Like time management, that's the first one. Time management. Not every hour belongs to everybody. If your day is always available, your purpose won't have space to grow. You need space for your purpose to grow. Number 2, emotional boundaries. Your feeling matters. Yes, your feelings matters. You can hold compassion for others without carrying their emotional weight. Number 3, mental boundaries. Not every opinion deserves a place in your mind. You can choose what thoughts you accept and what thoughts you reject. Number 4, physical boundaries. Your body is not a machine. Your body is not a machine. Your body needs rest. Your body needs recovery. It needs respect. Protect your peace, your space, and your energy. Number 5 is financial boundaries. You can be generous without being drained. Yes, you can be generous without being drained. Stewardship means giving with wisdom, not pressure. Yes, it means giving with wisdom, not pressure. Number 6 is spiritual boundaries. You have to guard the practices that keep you grounded, like prayer, worship, quiet time, journaling. These are not optional extras. They are spiritual oxygens. So, when these 6 areas are protected, you don't just survive. You strive with clarity, you strive with peace and purpose. Let's talk about a word many of us struggle with. The blessed, freeing, destiny protecting word. No. N-O. N-O. Capital letter N-O. No. No is not rude. No is not selfish. No is not unkind. No is not unspiritual. No. No is stewardship. No is what? No is stewardship. It is choosing your assignment over expectations. Yeah. No is protecting what God has put in your hands. It is honoring your capacity, your peace, and your purpose. Because here's the truth. If you don't learn to say no to the wrong things, you will keep saying yes to the things that drain you. You will keep saying yes to the things that drain you and break the commitments God has actually called you to keep. So sometimes the most spiritual thing you can say is no. It's no, not this season. No, not at this time. No, that doesn't align. Yeah, so I've got some example of graceful, confident, respectful no's, ways you can say no. You can say things like, oh, that won't work for me right now, or I'm unable to take this on at the moment. Yes, I'm unable to take this on at the moment. I would love to help, but I don't have the capacity. Because you don't have to have the capacity every time. No. So you can say, thank you for thinking of me, but I will have to pass. Yeah, it could be, I can't commit to that, but I appreciate the invitation. That is not rude. That's quite respectful. So those are example of ways you can say no in a respectful, graceful, and confident manner. So building a balanced life. Balance is not doing everything. Balance is knowing what deserves your energy in this season. Because the truth is, you can do many things, but not everything at the same time, and not everything with the same intensity. A balanced life is built on intentions, not speed. Yeah, I'll say it again. A balanced life is built on intention, not speed. So here are a few principles that have been life-saving for me. Yeah. Number one, prioritize what aligns with your purpose. Not everything is your assignment. Some things are simply distraction dressed as opportunities. Yeah. So another one is to plan your week with margins. Space to breathe. Yeah, you need space to breathe. When your schedule has no room, your soul has no rest. So another one is to protect your peace like it is treasure. Protect your peace like it is treasure. Yeah, because it is. Peace is the atmosphere where clarity grows. Peace is the atmosphere where clarity grows. Another one is to pause when your body whispers. When your body whispers, please stop. Your body always speaks before it breaks. If you ignore the whisper, you will eventually have to answer the shout. That is when you just see yourself doing something and just like, you just want to scream, you just want to shout. Because your body has been whispering, stop, rest, refill, but you're not listening. So it's when you ignore the whisper, you will eventually have to answer that shout. So another one is to practice rest as a spiritual discipline, not a reward. Rest is not a reward. Rest is not a reward. Rest isn't what you do after you've earned it. Rest is what sustains you. It's what sustains you so you can keep walking in purpose. Balance is a rhyme. Yeah, balance is a rhyme. It's not a race. It's the art of choosing wisely. Balance is the art of slowing down. Balance is the art of allowing God to lead you, to lead your pace. So talking about boundary with people, some people honestly drain you unintentionally. They don't mean harm. They just pull without realizing it, yeah? And some people drain you intentionally because they've gotten used to you overgiving, yeah? But here is the truth. Both requires boundaries. Yes, both requires boundaries, because no matter how loving, no matter how kind or how giving you are not destined to carry everyone's weight. Truly, you're not destined to carry everyone's weight. Yeah. So let's talk about real life situations like families' expectations. Yeah, family expectation. When you are always available, it becomes an unhealthy assumptions. Or talking about work demand, when people treat urgency like emergency. Another one is ministry responsibility. Serving God should not mean abandoning yourself. Friends, what about friends? Friends who always pull but don't pour back. What about clients? Yeah, clients that want more than they pay for. Extra is not free. It's labor. So listen, setting boundary doesn't mean you don't love people. No, it doesn't mean you don't love people. It means you love them without losing yourself, because we don't want to lose ourselves in the process. No. So boundary creates healthier relationship, not distance one. Before we go, I want you to hear this clearly. You deserve peace. You deserve space. You deserve rest. Yes, you deserve clarity. Protecting your peace is not rebellion. It's not rebellion, it's wisdom. It's maturity, it's stewardship. Protecting your peace is stewardship. And as you pursue purpose, you have to guard your heart. Guard your heart as you pursue purpose. As you build, guard your boundaries. As you bloom, guard your peace. Because a grounded woman, a centered woman, a woman who protects her atmosphere, it's an unstoppable woman. Yeah, a grounded woman, a woman who protects our atmosphere is an unstoppable woman. Thank you so much for joining me today on the Business Balance and Bloom with Oli KB. If this bless you, share it with someone who pour out constantly. Yeah, share it with someone who pour out constantly but rarely receive anything back. See you again next week. Until then, protect your peace, honor your boundaries, and bloom with grace.